It's 93.3 and 1340, and we'll be back shortly with East Carter head coach Matt Clark.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Does fresh matter at a restaurant? You bet your butt it does. Does every restaurant live by the rule of fresh? Unfortunately, no. But at Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews, fresh isn't just a buzzword, it's the rule. Never frozen, hand-patted ground beef on every burger. Fries and sweet potato fries peeled and cut at Oscar's. And the sauces, those are made in-house too. That's the Oscar's difference you can taste. Fresh. Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews. River Place Plaza, Barbersville, OscarsBBB.com.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
I'm with East Carter Lady Raiders head coach Matt Clark here at Morehead State University. And Coach Clark, it's good to see you here. And let's talk about your Lady Raiders basketball team and coming in. Just talk about your journey this season. It's been a great ride. It's, you have a lot of potential, no doubt, and this group seems to play really well as a team together.
Yeah, no, we got a great group of girls. The seniors now are the freshmen from the team I took over for. We've had a lot of growth over those 4 years. They really play well. They trust each other. We won 21 games this year and had a chance to win that district championship and fell a little bit short, but overall it's been a really good year. A couple games I thought we should have won that we didn't, and that's just part of every season, but overall the ride's been great, and I'm hoping that we have a few more nights left in us.
Yes, and I know that, of course, we knew this would be a tough first-round draw against East Carter. And tell the fans about your team and the type of ball that's gotten you to the success that you've had and continue to have this year.
Yeah, we've been very versatile. We're able to do some things and mix it up a little bit. We've not played a ton of zone, but I feel like we can. We want to get out and play fast, but if we need to be more controlled and more slow, then we can do things and mix it up. And the girls have really, they buy into whatever we put out there for them. And so tonight we're gonna go out and just see how the game kind of takes off those first few minutes and hopefully settle in, and then we'll just adapt and play to however we need to keep ourselves in and give us a chance to win the fourth.
And I know that you've played Ashland this season. You've scrimmaged Ashland. When you're coming on to Morehead State in the regional tournament, what do you see with Ashland that impresses you and you see as concerning for your team?
Yeah, they're obviously very good. Their rankings, their record, their RPI speaks for itself. We need a few things to go our way tonight. But Ashland's they've got a player of the year in Gabby Carley out front. And then you have great inside presence. They've got length. They've got athleticism. So they're a really well-rounded team. They're where they're at for a reason. And they've played well all year. And if we're going to give ourselves a chance, we've got to put together 4 quarters. We've played them, a scrimmage and a regular season game, and at halftime it's a 4-point game and a 6-point game. But we got to put together 4 quarters if we're going to give ourselves a chance late against a good Ashland team.
And for you coming to Morehead State University for the 16th region, I know East Carter, this is not unfamiliar territory. The success in this tournament is not unfamiliar territory for East. But talk about just how it feels. It just feels, I can feel coming in, Coach, just the difference, when you get here, the atmosphere and stuff. It's just incredible.
Yeah, the girls, that's you sit down at the beginning of the year and you start thinking about goals and things that you want to do, and you kind of look at your schedule and you're like, how many wins do we think we can get? Can we get back to the region? Can we win our district? Can we win a game at Morehead? And, having that ability to come here and give yourselves a chance to accomplish some of these goals is, something that you talk about from day one. So I know our girls are excited to be back, and I sure am too.
All right, well, Coach Clark, we appreciate you, and we'll be back shortly here on 93.3, 1340 Cat Sports.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Morehead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Does fresh matter at a restaurant? You bet your butt it does. Does every restaurant live by the rule of fresh? Unfortunately, no. But at Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews, fresh isn't just a buzzword, it's the rule. Never frozen, hand-patted ground beef on every burger. Fries and sweet potato fries peeled and cut at Oscar's. And the sauces, those are made in-house too. That's the Oscar's difference you can taste. Fresh. Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews. River Place Plaza, Barbersville, OscarsBBB.com.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
I'm with Ashland Kittens head coach Stacy Davis. And, Coach, it's always good to see you. And first off, let's talk a little bit about the team. When you reflect on this regular season and their growth, what comes to mind?
We had a really good season, had some big wins, and then we laid a couple eggs there too. So, but we've just their grit and their focus, their attention to detail. They do really good in practice. They're listening. They want to win. They want to compete, and just seeing them every day, the way they play on the floor is the way they practice. So just seeing that carry over into there, but they play for each other. It really is a sisterhood, and we're excited to be here.
And East Carter, looking at them, they've had over 20 wins this year. I know we're no strangers to scrimmaging or playing them, but of course this is a good team that I know under Coach Clark has made tremendous strides. And what do you see in them coming in here tonight that could pose problems?
They're a very good team, very well coached. We played in preseason and regular season, but they got some guards that can really light it up. They've got, the Boggs girl, the Rudd girl. They've got the Walker girl who can get downhill, likes to get to the rim, get in the paint. Very strong, very physical. They're feisty. They're going to come out fighting.
Mm-hmm. And from a health perspective, how are we tonight?
We're good. Overall, we're good.
Mm-hmm. Good to hear. And the last question, I know you played here, of course, won 2 regional titles over the course of your career, and coming back here to Morehead State, what does it feel like to you just coming to Morehead State? And I know we kind of take it for granted since 1975. We've been here 48 times, but a lot to just such a great atmosphere here.
It is. It's always good to come to Morehead because you're in the region and still have a chance. Anytime you play in a college field or floor field, whatever sport we're playing right now, play on the floor. It's just it's a cool experience for everyone. It's one of the closest schools to our area, so it's considered kind of a local school, even though it's like 50 minutes away. But I guess it's the next best thing to playing at Rupp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a real honor. And, Coach, we appreciate you. We'll catch you after the game here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Does fresh matter at a restaurant? You bet your butt it does. Does every restaurant live by the rule of fresh? Unfortunately, no. But at Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews, fresh isn't just a buzzword, it's the rule. Never frozen, hand-patted ground beef on every burger. Fries and sweet potato fries peeled and cut at Oscar's. And the sauces, those are made in-house too. That's the Oscar's difference you can taste. Fresh. Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews. River Place Plaza, Barbersville, OscarsBBB.com.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape. Now, back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
We're back. About 8 minutes until the introduction of the starting lineups, but good to hear from Coaches Clark and Coach Davis, and we're going to talk a little bit about this tournament, this basketball game. First off, the Kittens come in, coached by Stacy Davis, 96-31 over the course of her career. 2 regional titles and an appearance in the Elite Eight in 2023. This has been an impressive run, to say the least. 23-5 on the season, 9-0 in the region, and 4-0 in the district. And not to mention, this is a Kittens team that, when you look at you look at them from a statistical perspective. It's been phenomenal. They're averaging right around 62 points a game, amongst the best in the state of Kentucky, and giving up right around 45. So this is a team that really can make some noise and get out. And, of course, if you've watched them this year, you know this is a team that can score on the run. They like to force turnovers with the pressing. They like to get runouts. And, of course, when you have players like Gabby Carley, who averages 16 points, 6 boards, 5 assists, and 5 steals a game, you certainly have the ability to make that happen. Carley, the 16th Region Player of the Year, committed to play basketball at Malone University. And then you have the 6-foot length of Troxler, which I think is going to be even more crucial in this tournament. Coming in at 6'1", they usually will put her at the top of that press, which causes so much problem. Her wingspan is incredible, so they usually have a hard time getting it around her. But I think here on that 94-foot floor, that's going to make an even bigger impact, and I think further open up the athletes of Ashland. Meanwhile, East Carter coming in, and a nice team that they have, 21-7 on the year under Coach Matt Clark, who's in his second season. And this is an East Carter team that I would balanced would be the first word that I use to describe them. Their three leading scorers, Bristol Boggs, Jocelyn Rudd, and Brindley Walker, are all threats to score the basketball. They all average right around 12 a game. And then you have in the middle Avery Hall, who I think is underrated. Hall, who has a lot of length in there that can match up to Ashland. So I think that that's going to make things real interesting. But looking at it, though, with East Carter, I think they're going to be they could present some real problems for the Kittens, I think, with how they play that team ball and how well they move it around. I thought when I saw them play there, I was very impressed with their ball movement, and I'm curious to see how Ashland will respond to that. We're going to take a break coming up here shortly. We'll break down some regional tournament notes and history. Here you're listening to Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
And we're back here about 4 minutes until the introduction of the starting lineups. I'm Tyler Rowland. We're getting ready here for Ashland and East Carter. Coming up, the first round of the regional tournament. The winner will advance to play Thursday night at 8 o'clock against Menifee County, who defeated Raceland 44-40 in a tight one that was decided in the final minutes. We're going to talk a little bit about some regional tournament history. I first off want to say hello to some people. I want to say hello to Brandon McClave. I want to say hello to my friend Tim Renfro. I want to say hello to Lowell Austin, who's on production tonight. Much appreciation to him. I want to say hello to Mom. I want to say hello to Gary and Angie Lewis, and we're continue to pray for you, Angie. And, of course, we wish you a speedy recovery. We pray for your speedy recovery, and we just certainly want to, continue to shout out the Kitten program and what they're doing. And some numbers I'm about to read off, and again, a special thank you to Mark Maynard and to Curtis Cry for all the help with this. But having played 110 games in the region, I mean, that the Kittens have since 1975. That is the most, with Russell in second at 103. I mean, this is the 20th consecutive season the Kittens have played in the regional tournament, including the third consecutive year that they come in as district champions. They made the tournament 48 times since 1975, tied with Rowan and Russell for who has the most appearances since then. The Kittens have won 77 of those, including a 70% winning percentage in the region. Puts them second to Rose Hill at 85.7%, but Rose Hill played 7 games in the tournament between 05 and 07. And since 1975, Ashland has finished in the first round 10 times, and the semifinals 14 times, as a runner-up 9 times, and emerged as a champion 15 times, with the most recent being last season. They won 2 of the last 3. East Carter has played 56 games in the regional tournament, the 6th most in the region. This is the second consecutive year the Lady Raiders have made the tournament. In the history of the 16th region, they won 22 and lost 34, a 39.3% winning percentage. They have made the tournament 35 times since 1975, finishing in the first round 22 times, in the semis 5 times, as runner-up 7 times, and emerging as a champion in 2004. In particular, some records of interest. Ashland had last season against Russell the 5th largest winning margin in the championship game with that 72-42 win. And, you looking back at these numbers, because Ashland has a lot of familiar faces from last year's run, a key part of last year was turnovers. They finished with 17 for the entire tournament, beating the 2014 Ashland record by 6 turnovers. So that is going to be key. They had 2 turnovers against Raceland, 3 in the finals against Russell, which tied the 2014 Ashland team for second in fewest turnovers in the game, and third they placed in the record books against Russell. So turnovers a huge part. And last season their average winning margin was 30.3 points, the overall record in the tournament. Stats are kept. And the way Curtis Cry goes he goes so in depth. Some numbers, he combines all of the teams. So, for example, one thing that stood out to me, with the exception of 2020, in the last 8 years, the only year every year, all 7 years that have topped in 3-point field goals attempted have been the last 7, with the exception of 18. So, I mean, or exception of 20, excuse me. So, I mean, that does not equate to a 3-point field goal percentage record, but I find that interesting, a growing trend, and it's been basketball as a whole, pro and college. But the attempts are going up, but not the percentage, as we are going to get ready here as we have East Carter coming out. The Lady Raiders, as they are wearing their blue jerseys with red trim, and the red numerals. And then the Ashland Kittens coming in. They are wearing their white jerseys with maroon trim. Ashland coming in as the district champion. And meanwhile, East Carter, the runner-up in their district. Ashland, the champion of the 64th. East Carter, the runner-up in the 62nd. As that's going to be starting as they're getting ready to introduce these starting lineups for the teams. As coming out for East Carter, first off, it's number 1, Bristol Boggs, the 5'5 sophomore. It's going to be number 10, Jocelyn Rudd, the 5'6 sophomore. The Boggs at 11.9, and Rudd at 11.7 per game. And then Hall, number 24, or Brentley Walker comes in, the 5'9 junior, 11.5 a game. And then number 21, Tori Bishop, the senior, standing at 5'7". She averages 5.9 points per game, 3.2 boards. And who am I missing here? Now we're getting ready to introduce for the Kittens as they're getting ready to court. And Avery Hall at 6.2. That's who I'm missing. Avery Hall at 5'8", averaging 6.2 points and 5.8 rebounds per game. The Kittens are going to come out now. First off, Jenna Delaney, the junior, standing at 5'7". She averages 3.5 points and 3.5 rebounds a game. Brooklyn Duckweiler, the 5'7 junior, 13.4 points, 4.9 rebounds per game. Gabby Carley, the 5'8 senior, averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals a game. Alexis Troxler, the 6' junior, 5 points, 6 rebounds per game. And last and certainly not least, Ariana Goley, the 5'9 senior, averaging 12 points, 8.5 rebounds a game. The Kittens coached by Stacy Davis, and East Carter coached by Matt Clark. Again, the Kittens wearing their white jerseys with the maroon trim. You got the big Eagle logo at the midcourt for Morehead State. Have the East Carter coming out. They are in their navy blue jerseys, wearing it with the red trim, red numerals. So we're getting ready for some basketball here. The 16th region tournament for Ashland about to go underway here at Ashland Kittens basketball, and you're listening to it all live here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340 as the Kittens are going left to right on your dial. The Lady Raiders right to left. And here we go. That's going to be Walker and Troxler going at it. It's tipped back, and Walker tips it back. It's going to go to Rudd. Rudd's guarded by Duckweiler, three-quarter court. She's going to give it over to Walker. Delaney takes it away. She's going to go coast to coast. They catch up to her, but, she misses one underneath. Duckweiler on the rebound. Over to Troxler, back to Duckweiler. Near wing, up to Carly, and they go to goalie. She's doubled immediately, goes up, and off the front of the rim. Rebound by Hall. As East now on the run, that's Boggs. Going to dribble up, take it to the far corner, and a foul called against Carly. That's going to be her first, the team's first. Right now, 7:29 to go, first quarter, no score so far. Ashland had a run out at the other end, but just couldn't convert it. As now East has it, it's thrown inside and back inside out. As that's going to be taken, given back up top, taken in by Hall, and Delaney might have gotten a piece of that. That's going to go to Carly. Carly to the three-point line, drives inside on Boggs, kicks it out. Duckweiler, three, off. Troxler open underneath, missed it. Guts the rebound to goalie. It's tipped out, and it's going to go. Letting them play here early. Boggs will get the rebound. Boggs now will be guarded by Carly, and she'll give it up to Walker, who will dribble to the mid-court stripe. She's picked up by Delaney. Ashland and man-to-man. Walker gives it over to Bishop and hand it back to Boggs. Her triple up and off. Rebound by Delaney. No score. 6:46 first quarter. Carly on the run. Carly against Boggs. She's going to dribble it back out. Delaney over to Duckweiler. She's going to try the three from the corner and got it. Brooklyn Duckweiler with the triple for Ashland. That is her 39th of the season. That's stolen and put up and in. Gabby Carly puts it in. 6:24 first quarter, 5-0. And now it's East Carter against the pressure. Kittens up 5-0 as now Bishop will handle it against the length of Troxler. And she's going to dribble to mid-court and hand it back to Walker. Walker against Delaney. He's going to go into the paint and go to the block. Miss the shot. Rebound by Gully. Over to Carly. 6:02 to go, first quarter, 5-0 Ashland. Carly lobbed to Troxler on the run, but missed a gimme inside. Rebound by Rudd. Rudd's going to take it up against Duckweiler. Drive into the paint, go up, and get East Carter's first bucket. 5-2 Ashland with 5:46 to go in the first. Carly the other way as the Kittens leading 5-2 right now. Carly against the Lady Raiders. He's going to instruct the team. Lady Raiders in a 2-3 zone. Delaney over to Duckweiler near corner. Mid-range shot for goalie. It's up and off. Rebound goes to Hall. And now Boggs will bring it up slowly and give it to Walker. Walker's going to get the rest of the way there as she goes. Now Troxler will guard her. 5:16 to go in the first. 5-2 Ashland. Walker against Troxler. Goes off the front of the rim. Rebound by Carly. Carly against Boggs. Gets into the lane. Wide open path and misses a gimme inside. Ashland just missing a couple chip shots early, and that's going to go back to East Carter. Here with 5:02 to go first quarter, it's 5-2 Ashland. A 30-second timeout called by East Carter. We're going to take it as well. We'll be back here shortly on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape. You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Boggs will inbound baseline as Ashland now going to a 1-2-2 three-quarter court trap. Boggs over to Hall and back to Boggs. Over to Bishop. She's going to be trapped near midcourt, and she'll throw it over to Abby Boggs, who's checked in. And that's going to go off Walker. No, it's off. They're going to say it's off Delaney. Delaney must have deflected it in front of the bench. That's going to stay with East Carter. 5-2 Ashland with 4:49 to go first quarter. Tori Bishop will inbound in front of the Ashland bench, and she's going to throw it into Rudd. Rudd's going to drive inside, spin, turn, wild shot, misses it, and it's going to stay with East Carter. Goes out of bounds. Right now, shot attempts. East Carter has attempted 6. Ashland has attempted 10 right now. The Kittens with a huge offensive rebounding advantage on that front. And it's going to be lobbed back to Walker. She's going to handle it and give it over to Abby Boggs, who's checked into the game. And back over to Bishop. Bishop against Carly, drives in, spins, goes up with a shot, misses. Rebound by Duckweiler. She's going to turn on the Jets into the lane, feed it underneath the goalie. Got it and got fouled. Ariana Goalie with the bucket. 7-2 Kittens here in the first, 4:27 to go. And Goalie's going to have another one coming up at the free throw line. That's Ariana Goalie on the season, 55 of 78 from the free throw line, a 70.5% free throw shooter. Kittens are around 69% as a team. She cans that one, 8-2 Kittens. Kittens with a 3 and a 3-point play right now as Rudd will handle it against Duckweiler, full court man-to-man from the Kittens. She's going to dribble it up, get to the logo, and Duckweiler, tight defense there. She's going to give it up. It's turned over. Carly with the steal, 3-on-2 the other way, and she's going to dribble it back. Lob it over to Duckweiler, open far corner 3, off. Roxler tips it and gets the rebound. She's going to slither in and go up with a jump hook, misses it. Rebound to Bristol Boggs. And a foul called. And that's going to be, I'm not sure, but that one, East Carter fans not happy. That's going to be called. That's going to go on Brindley Walker. That's going to be her second. But as Troxler 3 from the corner, miss. Delaney tips it, and she gets the rebound. Inside Ashland goes. Goalie surrounded. Out to Delaney. Jumper off. Rebound goes into the hands of Abby Boggs. Walker's going to bring it up for the Lady Raiders. Ashland 15 shots, East Carter 7. The bad thing is Kittens are shooting 20%. Fortunately for the Kittens, East Carter shooting at 14%. 8-2 Kittens right now as Bristol Boggs handles it against Carly. They're going to switch Delaney on her. She drives in, gives it out to Abby Boggs. Her 3 good. And Abby Boggs with a 3-pointer, her 8th of the year. It's 8-5 Ashland, 3:20 to go in the first. Carly's going to lob it over to Delaney, near corner, inside the goalie. They're going to surround her, out to Delaney. Carly 3, and she misses it. Goalie there, wide open underneath. Boggs fell, and goalie got the rebound and the bucket. 10-5 Ashland. Ariana Goalie with 5 right now. As now Bishop at midcourt, gives it over to Walker near wing. She's guarded by Delaney. She's going to dribble up top. Now they switch Troxler. Walker drives in. Blocked by Troxler. It goes out and back into the hands of Walker, out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Kittens, who lead 10-5. 2:52 to go first quarter. Timeout called. And a timeout call. We're going to take it as well. We'll be back shortly. It's a full timeout here on Cat Sports, 93.3 and 1340.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape. Now, back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Ashland leading 10-5 with 2:52 to go in the first quarter. And the key stat right now, 2 key stats, offensive rebounding, Ashland 6, East Carter 1. And I mentioned Ashland missing some chip shots inside on layups. They are 3 of 8 right now. Goalie is leading the way for the Kittens with 5, including an M1 that she converted, as now Carly will bring it up for the Kittens, and East is going to come out in a 1-3-1 zone. Far side to Duckweiler and taken away by Bristol Boggs. She's got a wide open lane against Carly, lays it up and in. First Kitten turnover as Addison Wolf is in the game for the Kittens now. Out is Delaney as goalie has it on the near wing, gives it back up to Carly between the circles, and over to Duckweiler. Lobs it cross court. Wolf on the near wing. Inside she goes to Troxler, who goes up, misses the shot, gets the rebound though. She's going to give it to Wolf. And Wolf will dribble it back out against the East Carter 1-3-1. She gives it to Carly. Back to Wolf. 10-7 Ashland. Inside to Troxler. Thought she got bumped on that, but she gets it to go. 12-7 Ashland here with 2:05 to go in the first. Bristol Boggs now against Carly. Bring it up. She'll cross the 10-second stripe. No passes. Now she goes to the far wing. One of the three not there. Given up to Bishop. And inside they go to Avery Hall. She backs down. Goes up against Gully. Shot no good. Rebound by Carly. She's going to throw it to a running Troxler inside. Troxler misses the shot, gets the rebound, and puts it back in. It's Trox time here at Morehead State University. 14-7. Ashland leading over East Carter. 1:34 to go in the first. As it's handled by Bishop. Up top against the full court man. She takes it against Wolf, goes to the far wing, hands it back to Walker. Brindley Walker has 2 fouls, drives in against Troxler, spins, turns, goes up. Troxler might have gotten a piece of that, but they're going to say she got her. And they're going to say, looks like they're going to indicate she got her with the body, as that's going to send Brindley Walker to the free throw line. Walker with some good agility, I'll say, as she gets inside, as Walker will put the first one up, and it's going to fall off. Walker, a 79.8% free throw shooter on the year. She's 71 of 89, as now Ashland putting in Zoe J. Smith, the 8th grader. One more coming up for Walker. Her second shot, and that one's going to go. 14-8, Ashland leading, 1:20 to go in the first. And the horn sounds. Not sure what. Looking to see. And stopped, and they're just gonna re-inbound it, I think. I think that was just unintentional. So that'll be Carly now inbounding. 14-8, Ashland leading, 1:18 to go here in the first quarter. The difference right now has been offensive rebounding, as Ashland has out-rebounded East Carter in that department 8-1. And that's a big difference. Ashland shooting 28.6%, East Carter 27.3. Ashland has taken 10 more shots than East Carter has right now. 1:18 to go, or they're going to put it back on 1:20 here, as that's going to be Smith inbounding, and Carly's going to run the point. East Carter's coming out, and it looks like they're going to stay. Now they're going to go back to the 2-3. They like to shift defenses, and they're doing it early. Duckweiler to the far wing, up to Carly between the circles. She's going to drive in, lose the handle, turn it over. Walker comes out of there with it. Now Walker will bring it up against Carly. Drive it in on Duckweiler and gets by her. Just blew right past her there. Gets the bucket. 14-10 Ashland with under a minute to go in the first. Wolf up to Carly. Drives inside. Carly to the bucket. She's going to be cut off. 2 players surround her. She slithers in. And a foul called against East Carter. So we're going to see who that's. And that's going to go against Hall. That's going to go against Avery Hall. That's going to be her first. And that's going to be the team's third. And it's thrown inside to Smith. Zoe J. Smith gets her first bucket. 16-10 Ashland with 42 seconds to go in the first. Full court man from Ashland. Wolf with a steal, and she lays it in. Addison Wolf right off the bench. Got the steal and the lay-in. Rudd now will handle it for the Lady Raiders. 18-10 Ashland, 30 seconds to go in the first. Rudd dribbles it to the three-point stripe, gives it back to Walker. Walker at 23, drives in, it's deflected. She hangs on to it, though. Out to Bishop. She drops to the elbow at 18, hands it back out to Walker, who attacks against Smith. Slithers through there, misses the shot. Carly rebound at 13. 18-10 Ashland. Carly at 9. It dribbles up at 8, lobs it over to Duckweiler at 7. She's got the 3, but missed it. Rebound taken by East at 3, at 2. It's taken away by Smith at 1. Counts if it goes. Air balls. Almost had the heat from midcourt, and that's going to do it for the first. Ashland leading East Carter 18-10. We're going to take a break and come back here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape.
Kindred Communications is proud to welcome WSAZ to our family of stations. When you listen to your favorite Kindred station, you'll hear the trusted voices from WSAZ you know, with the WSAZ First Alert, forecast, and the latest news. WSAZ and Kindred Communications, working together for the Tri-State.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
18-10 Ashland getting ready to start the second quarter. And the Kittens sending a fresh five out. That's going to be, well, two of the five. Carly, it's going to be Duckweiler, Goalie, Zoe J. Smith, and Addison Wolf. And all of them have scored so far. Troxler on the bench. She's scored, as is Jenna Delaney. So now East coming out. It's going to be Bristol Boggs. It's going to be Rudd. It's going to be Abby Boggs. Walker, who's in with 2 fouls, and that's going to be Rutledge. Rutledge on the floor as Carly drives in, misses the shot, rebound by Rutledge. She's going to lob it down court to Bristol Boggs, but Duckweiler, great hustle to come back there and get it, threw it over her head. Is now Carly. Ashland with numbers if they can take advantage. She gets in, feeds it to goalie, loses the handle, fakes up against Walker, goes up and scores. Somehow got that ball through 3 defenders, and now it's 20-10 Ashland with 7:27 to go in the second. Walker against the press. Darley deflects it, and it's going to go back to East Carter. East Carter having some problems with the press right now as Ashland's doubled them up 20-10 here with 7:21 to go in the second quarter. As Bristol Boggs will inbound for the Lady Raiders. And she's going to look, and she's going to throw it to Walker. No, Duckweiler takes it away. Underneath to Carly. She's bumped there, but no call. Then it's rebounded. It can go to Bristol Boggs. And down to Walker. Seems like with body contact, they're really letting them play. Walker's going to have it against Wolf. He's going to drive it inside, and she's cut off, gives it out. Extra pass as now Rutledge gives it over to Abby Boggs and back to Bristol Boggs. Boggs against Carly, 20-10 Ashland here to start the second. As Boggs drives around, takes the three, it's up and off. Rebound by Goalie. Goalie 20-10 Ashland here, 6:40 to go in the second. Carly running the point. She's going to drive into traffic. Nice move. Missed the shot, though, inside. And it's going to go to Rutledge. Ashland missing some easy shots inside. As now it's 6:28 to go in the second. It's 20-10. Kittens leading. Walker will bring it up against Carly. And give it over to Rudd. Rudd back to Rutledge, and it's taken away by Wolf. Ashland down court, she goes to Smith, who misses it inside, but bailed out by the foul call, as that foul is going to go against, looks like that's going to be against Boggs, Abby Boggs, and that's going to send Zoe J. Smith to the free throw line for the Kittens. Smith is a 55.8% free throw shooter on the season. The 8th grader has 2 coming up. She puts the first one up. It goes. One more coming up for Smith. As now Goalie and Duckweiler switch spots. Goalie leading the way for the Kittens with 7 right now. As now the second shot for Smith. Ashland has taken, as that one's off, rebound to Walker. Ashland has taken 14 more shots than East Carter has at this point. As now Walker against Carly, 21-10 Ashland, 6 minutes to go in the first. Walker gives it around to Rudd. Drives inside, goes up and scores. Slid right around Goalie there, and it's 21-12 Ashland. 5:50 to go in the second. Carly now will dribble up to the top of the 2-3. Give it to Goalie on the elbow. Back to Wolf. Inside to Goalie. She's doubled out to Wolf. And she's going to drive, reverse it to Smith. Extra pass to Duckweiler. She drives in, banks it off, and rebound to East Carter. Rutledge will have it now. As the Kittens 9-29, East Carter 5-15 from the field. As now Walker against Duckweiler gets into the lane, and Duckweiler gets a piece of it. It's going to go out and back to Ashland, going to stay with East as Delaney comes in for Goalie now for the Kittens. And for East Carter, Avery Hall checks back in, as does Tori Bishop. So now it's going to be inbounded underneath by Rutledge. Ashland with their speed lineup out there as a foul, Or no, they're going to say she was on the end line. That's going to turn it over back to Ashland. As that's going to be Smith. Wide open from three. Thought about it. Gives it up to Carly instead. And now she's going to dribble around. Give it to Delaney. Up top, or Duckweiler. She's going to drive inside. Mid-range shot off. Rebound by Walker. 21-12 Ashland. 4:58 to go here in the second. Walker against Smith. Moves it up. Loses a handle on it. And Carly comes out of there with it. Carly on the run to mid-court to the three line. Inside, it's deflected out. It's going to stay with the Kittens, who lead 21-12, 4:45 to go here in the second quarter. Kittens have outscored East 18-8 in the paint right now. And that's where they've been attacking, is for East Carter, who likes to sub some. That's going to be Jocelyn Rudd coming back in. And out will go. See, out will go Morgan. It's inbounded to Wolf. Wolf's going to dribble up top and grab it to Gabby Carly, far wing. Carly over to Delaney on the elbow. She's doubled, and she gives it back out. Duckweiler attacks the basket, goes up and gets fouled. So she'll have two shots coming up. Brooklyn Duckweiler. Duckweiler known for her heroics, especially the game winner against Portsmouth this year, the defending state champion in Ohio, and also hit a game winner on the road at Montgomery County. Duckweiler with two coming up. Her first shot, and it's off. 21-12 Ashland. 4:32 to go in the second. Duckweiler's got one more. Duckweiler, a 69.8 free throw shooter on the year. Her second shot, it's up, and that goes. 22-12. Ashland in the lead. I'm correct. Kittens are 3 for 5 from the free throw line right now. Boggs will inbound it, and Rudd will take it unguarded. She's on the run. Goes to the bucket, blocked by Duckweiler. Zoe Smith comes out of there with it. 22-12 Ashland here, halfway through the second. Smith inside, and again, I thought she was, again, they're allowing body contact, I noticed. As it's over, Ashland steals it over to Carly. Mid-range shot, good. And Carly with her second bucket, 24-12, the Kittens lead. And a timeout called. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, 4:08 to go in the second quarter. We'll be back here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Kittens lead East Carter 24-12 here in the second quarter with 4:08 remaining. And the difference has been turnovers. It's 11-3. East with 11, Ashland with 3. And on the rebounding, I'll put it this way, Ashland has taken 14 more shots than East Carter. As East with it at midcourt, a jump ball called. As Ashland's out in that 1-2-2 3/4 court trap, it's going to stay with East Carter. As now that's going to be Rudd inbounding in front of the scorer's table. She's going to lob it back to Walker. Walker guarded by Wolf. Ashland staying in that 1-2-2 zone press. She'll dribble up to midcourt. Walker, lob it over to Bristol Boggs. On the near side, it's deflected out, and it's going to go into the hands of Carly. Goalie knocked that one out. Carly now on the run. She steps up, gives it to Wolf. Wolf's going to dribble out on the far wing and give it back to Carly. Carly over to Wolf and back to Carly and over to Delaney near wing. 24-12 Ashland. Carly tries the three, in and out. Rebound underneath by Wolf. Great hustle and a foul called. And bodies hit the floor everywhere in there. Both teams hustling. Yeah, that's the thing. They seem to be pretty quick to call like hand contact and stuff, but they're letting a lot go with the body right now, essentially. As it's 24-12 Ashland, 3:28 to go in the second. As East Carter will sub as Hall picked up her second foul. So Hall and Walker each with 2 fouls for the Lady Raiders, as now Hall will come out. So Boggs back in, Abby Boggs, and Troxler open near corner, gives it to Carly. And they go to Delaney on the wing. Delaney feeds it inside to Carly, who goes up and gets fouled. And that one's, I don't know about that one. That one, honestly, I thought Bristol Boggs had her hands in position from my angle. But that's going to send Carly to the line for 2 for the Kittens. 24-12, Ashland leading, 3:20 to go in the second, as Carly on the season, she is a 73% free throw shooter, and she hits the first. One more coming up for Gabby Carly here with 3:20 to go in the second. Ashland 25-12. Carly's second is out. Carly with 5, but the rebound goes to Wolf. She's making some huge plays down there. Troxler up to Carly. Carly jab steps, lobs it cross court to Troxler, over to Short, who's in 3, off. Rebound by Troxler. She drives in, goes up, and misses the shot. Rebound to, it's going to go back to East. 25-12 Kittens. 3:04 to go here in the second quarter. So now Bristol Boggs will inbound. Ashland's going to stay with that three-quarter court. 1-2-2 zone. It's goalie leading the way for the Kittens. On the court with 7. Carly with 5. And Troxler with 4. But again, just the big difference. Shot differential. 34 for Ashland, 17 for East Carter in terms of attempts. Bishop back to Boggs. And over to Bishop. Lob back to Boggs. And a 10-second violation called against East Carter. That, I believe, is their 13th turnover. And a timeout called on the court. 2:52 to go here in the second. It's 25-12. Ashland leading East Carter. We'll be back here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape. Now, back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Kittens lead 25-12 with 2:52 to go in the second quarter. Troxler right now with 5 offensive rebounds. Both teams shooting 29.4%. Ashland 10 of 34. East Carter 5 of 17. 2-3 zone from East. Duckweiler in. Out to Delaney. And she's going to dribble up top, give it to Laura Short, who's checked in, over to Delaney, and to Duckweiler. Thought about the 3. She's going to dribble out, lob it cross court to Short. She drives inside, goes up, misses the shot. Troxler with her 6th offensive board, misses the shot. Laura Short comes down there with it in traffic. Gutsy play from the freshman. As she secures another possession for Ashland, a foul called on Rutledge of East Carter. And that's going to be... that's going to be on Mullins, who's checked in. That's going to be Aubrey Mullins, the junior who's checked in for East Carter. That's going to send Short to the free throw line for Ashland. She's got 2 shots coming up right now. 25-12 Kittens here in the 2:25 to go in the second. And I wasn't going to say anything. Laura Short was 9-9 coming in. As Brooke Campbell, the KCU commit, checks in. Out goes Delaney for the Kittens. One more coming up for Short. And she's going to miss that one. Short goes 0 for 2. Kittens not shooting well from the line tonight as a whole. Rudd now against Short. And dribble around, attack the basket, goes up, and blocked by Duckweiler, but a foul called. That's going to be Duckweiler's first, the team's first. That is going to send Rudd to the free throw line. The sophomore comes in. She is 28 of 41 on the year for 68.3%. So she's got 2 coming up. 25-12 Ashland here with 2:14 to go in the second. That one rolls around, rolls up, and falls in. Carly now checking in. Out goes Short for Ashland. A big hand for Short, who finished with 3, or not finished, but who had 3 rebounds in that stretch. And the second one's off the front. Rebound by Carly. And now 2 in to go here in the second. 25-13 Ashland down to Troxler for 3. Misses. Rebound Duckweiler out to Campbell, who loses a handle. And that's going to give it back to East Carter. The Kittens, or East Carter, who's gone without a field goal for almost 4 minutes now. As Bristol Broggs will bring it up. She's fouled by Carly. A bump call. That's going to be Carly's second. So Carly with 2 for Ashland. As Wolf will come in, out will go Carly. And for East Carter, Hall and Walker have 2. And that's both of their main rebounders. They combine for right around 11 a game. Boggs will dribble up and give it back to Rudd. Over to Abby Boggs. And corner for Bristol. Boggs against the Ashland man. Throws up a 3 over Troxler. Misses. Goalie with her 6th rebound. And now Duckweiler will dribble up. 1:39 to go in the second quarter. 25-13 Ashland. Campbell's open for 3. She got it. Brooke Campbell with the bucket. And it's 28-13 Kittens here with 1:28 to go in the second. Bristol Boggs now against Wolf. She's going to dribble up and go to the far wing. Drive inside. Lay it up and in. Just got right around Wolf there, and it's 28-15 Ashland. Duckweiler now at 1:13. We'll bring it up. Screen from goalie. Duckweiler, her mid-range shot. It's going to bounce up and in. Hit the rim, but bounce up and back in. 30-15 Ashland with a minute to go here in the second. Walker over to Boggs. Bristol Boggs guarded by 2 Boggses on the court for East. Boggs guarded by Wolf. She gives it back to Walker. Walker guarded by Troxler. And she's going to dribble around the logo at 46 seconds to go. Screen coming from Abby Boggs. Double screen, actually, as now Walker goes to the far wing, drives it inside, lobs it out to the corner to Rudd, loses the handle, picks it up, drives it back out, lobs it cross court to Walker. Walker guarded by Campbell. Screen coming from Mullins. Walker waves it off at 29. 30-15 Ashland here in the second. 25 seconds to go. Walker's going to dribble back to the logo and wait here at 20. Campbell not going to guard her at this point. 14 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 30-15 Ashland. Walker dribbling around at 10, at 9. Now she's going to step up at 8, at 7, at 6. Around the screen at 5. And they screen back. Walker goes around and forces her to pick up her dribble and throws it out of bounds at the buzzer. Ashland switched nicely on those screens. First switched Troxler, then she went back around it, and Wolf didn't take the bait, switched back on her. And at the end of the half, it's 30-15 Ashland. We'll be back here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that's built to last. KFB, the Better Bank, is proud to be your hometown community bank, serving neighbors, not numbers. We're here for all your financial needs today and well into the future. So if you're looking for a bank that's committed for the long haul, check out our Wheelersburg location today. KFB, the Better Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At home or at work, in the car or at the gym, there's nothing more convenient than the fast service and the quality products brought to you by Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee. If you're always on the go with family, friends, co-workers, and business associates, give Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee a chance. They have everything that you need, from filtration coolers, coffee for your work, at-home delivery, and 8-ounce, 10-ounce, and half-liter bottles. Or by the pallet. Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee, where great taste just comes naturally. Visit us at tylermountainwater.com.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
We're back. The Kittens lead 30-15 at halftime here in the first round of the 16th Region Women's Basketball Tournament. The winner will compete Thursday night against Menifee County at 8 o'clock in the semifinals to determine who will play in the championship Friday. And right now, Ashland coming out with a 30-15 lead over East Carter. They're getting it done. And here's the thing. East is out shooting Ashland by 0.8% right now. The difference has been Ashland has taken 20 more shots. East is 6 of 19, Ashland 12 of 39, and East has also turned it over 10 more times than the Kittens have tonight. So, yeah, 9 more times, 13 turnovers for East, and Ashland with 4. We're going to take a break, though. We'll come back here in about 5 minutes, about 7 minutes till the start of the second half. I'm Tyler Rowland. We'll have more basketball coming for you here shortly, and we'll have some in-depth stats as well here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
At home or at work, in the car or at the gym, there's nothing more convenient than the fast service and the quality products brought to you by Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee. If you're always on the go with family, friends, co-workers, and business associates, give Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee a chance. They have everything that you need, from filtration coolers, coffee for your work, at-home delivery, and 8-ounce, 10-ounce, and half-liter bottles. Or by the pallet. Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee, where great taste just comes naturally. Visit us at tylermountainwater.com.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Is your car ready for winter driving? Now's the time to let TikTok Tire winterize your car, truck, or SUV. They got what you need. Tires, wipers, batteries, all ready to beat the cold before it beats you. Don't wait for a breakdown in the snow. TikTok Tire will get you fall and winter driving ready. Their customer service can't be beat. TikTok Tire, trusted by the Tri-State since 1955. TikTok Tire, 2102 3rd Avenue, Huntington. Phone 304-525-7831. Scott and the TikTok Tire team will take care of you.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape.
Ladies, prioritizing your health starts with Marshall OBGYN. From screening exams to disease prevention to management of reproductive problems, our team offers a complete range of services for women of all ages. Thinking about growing your family? Marshall OBGYN's physicians are experienced in providing you the support you need for normal or high-risk pregnancies in a friendly, family-oriented environment. Learn more at marshallhealth.org/OBGYN.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that's built to last. KFB, the Better Bank, is proud to be your hometown community bank, serving neighbors, not numbers. We're here for all your financial needs today and well into the future. So if you're looking for a bank that's committed for the long haul, check out our Wheelersburg location today. KFB, the better bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Is your car ready for winter driving? Now's the time to let TikTok Tire winterize your car, truck, or SUV. They got what you need. Tires, wipers, batteries, all ready to beat the cold before it beats you. Don't wait for a breakdown in the snow. TikTok Tire will get you fall and winter driving ready. Their customer service can't be beat. TikTok Tire, trusted by the Tri-State since 1955. TikTok Tire, 2102 3rd Avenue, Huntington. Phone 304-525-7831. Scott and the TikTok Tire team will take care of you.
Kinder Communications is proud to welcome WSAZ to our family of stations. When you listen to your favorite Kindred station, you'll hear the trusted voices from WSAZ you know, with the WSAZ First Alert, forecast, and the latest news. WSAZ and Kindred Communications, working together for the Tri-State.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Ashland leading 30-15 here at halftime. About 2 minutes to go until the start of the second half, as the Kittens have been in control from the beginning. They scored the first 5, and to this point have not looked back. They're sitting on their largest lead right now. Looking at the stats for the Kittens, first off, we'll break down the shooting teams again. Ashland 12 of 39, East Carter 6 of 19, Ashland 2 of 10 from downtown, East Carter 1 of 4. Ashland 4 of 9 from the free throw line. East 2 of 4. The Kittens have out-rebounded East 26-17. And the assists at 7-2 in favor of Ashland. East has 13 turnovers compared to Ashland right now. And on the individual side for East, it's been Rudd leading the way. She has 5, Walker 3, Boggs 3, Abby Boggs, and Bristol Boggs has 4. And again, they're a pretty balanced team, how they do things. Their 3 leading scorers all average 11 a game. For Ashland, they've had 7 different players score. Ariana Goley has 7, Duckweiler with 6, Carly with 5, Troxler with 4, Zoe J. Smith with 3, Campbell hit a 3, and Wolf has a bucket. The stats in particular, I'm trying to find the offensive. I'm looking through rebounding records. I'm not seeing anything on offensive rebound. But Troxler has 6 offensive rebounds for the Kittens right now. What a game she's having. Goalie has 6 rebounds. I mean, they're getting it done out there. But the points in the paint, Ashland winning on that front 18-10. Second chance, 8-7-0 Ashland. Fast breaks, 9-2 Ashland. Bench, 8-3 Ashland, and Ashland so far has led this whole way, getting ready to start the second half. Now the Kittens are coming back as, well, East is going to take the first court first. Boggs, Rudd, Bishop, Walker, and Hall out for East Carter. Hall and Walker each with 2 fouls for the Lady Raiders. For Ashland, it's going to be Troxler, Duckweiler, Goley, Carly, and Delaney. 30-15 Ashland. East will start with the basketball going left to right. Bishop's going to drive against Troxler. Tough shot, misses. Gets the rebound, though. Puts it up and in. Nobody there to get her. And now it's 7:45 to go in the third. Ashland 30-17. Carly down to Duckweiler, inside to Goley. She's going to post inside out to Troxler. She's going to drive in baseline, give it up to Carly, and they go into Goley again. It's taken away by Bristol Boggs. Boggs, though, gets it deflected off her foot into the hands of Hall, and now Walker will have it for the Lady Raiders. As Walker drives in on Delaney, gives it out to Rudd, and she's going to dribble back between the circles and give it to Hall. She fakes the three, drives in on goalie, goes up and misses a shot, gets a rebound, misses that one. Rebound goes to Boggs, but I'll be off Carly, and that's going to stay with East Carter. I feel like the Lady Raiders, his first minute, getting their hands in more on the rebounds. Bishop now will inbound baseline. She finds Bristol Boggs and gives it back to Bishop. She's got it far corner against Troxler and give it back up top to Boggs. 30-17 Ashland here, 1 minute into the third. Rudd over to Bishop. She drives inside, turns it over. Duckweiler the other way. Rudd could catch her. Duckweiler gives up, scores before she can get there. 6:46 to go, third quarter, 32-17 Ashland. Bishop down court to Walker, and she's going to dribble out to the far corner against goalie. Looking to hit Hall, not there, and she's going to pass it back up to Rudd. Her three up and good. And Jocelyn Rudd gets it to go. That is her 47th of the year. I'm sorry, that is her, 47th of the year. She's a 35% free throw shooter. 32-20 Ashland. Delaney over to Troxler. And she'll pick up her dribble, give it over to Carly. Carly now against Rudd in that 2-3 zone from East. Now East going into man-to-man. Carly dribbles around, gives it to Duckweiler. She's going to attack the basket, go up, and miss it. Rebound Walker. 32-20 Ashland, 6:02 to go in the third. Brindley Walker against Delaney. She's going to go to the near wing, drive it inside, and get fouled on the way up. I think Delaney got a piece of that. She did. I meant to mention Hall picked up her third foul just a moment ago here. So Hall and Walker out there for East. With Hall has 3, Walker with 3, and Delaney picks up her first as Walker goes to the free throw line. Again, nearly an 80% free throw shooter. She hits the first. 32-21 Ashland with 5:55 to go in the third. One more coming up for Walker. Her second shot is up, and it goes. Bounces off the front of the rim, the back, and goes in. 5:53 to go in the third. It's 32-22 Ashland. East starting the second half on a 7-2 run. Goalie on the box, going to drive inside against Hall. Go up, deflected out by Boggs. It went off goalie. And that's going to give it back to East Carter. More intensity from the Lady Raiders to start the second half as they're going to inbound. And Coach Davis has seen enough. She wants a timeout. A 30-second. We're going to take it as well. 32-22 Ashland, 5:42 to go in the third here on Cat Sports, 93.3 and 1340.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Now back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
32-22, Ashland leading with 5:42 to go here in the third quarter. Kittens coming out. It's Troxler, Carly, Duckweiler, Delaney, and goalie out of the timeout, and they're going to come out in a 1-2-1-1 full court trap. As Boggs inbounds, and it's going to go to Bishop. She fakes out Duckweiler, dribbles around, drives to the elbow, gives it out. Duckweiler leaps over to steal it. They're usually going to go the other way. Ashland up 10 in the third. Bounce pass to goalie. Lays it up and in. Ashland Kitten basketball at its best. 34-22. 5:27 to go in the third as Bishop splits the trap at a whistle. A full timeout called by East Carter. Ashland switched their press up to a 1-2-1-1. We're going to take the timeout as well. 34-22 Kittens. 5:23 to go in the third here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
34-22 Ashland with 5:23 to go in the third quarter. Kittens up 12 here in this first round of the 16th regional tournament. Winner will advance to play Menifee County tomorrow as the Kittens go back to the 1-2-2 3/4 court trap. Bristol Boggs against Troxler, gives it over to Bishop near side, and Delaney steps in, deflects it, and steals it into the hands of Carly. She's going to dribble up, give it to Duckweiler. She attacks baseline, misses the shot, but a foul called. So now Duckweiler's going to get a go to the line for 2 shots. And that's going to go against Boggs, Bristol Boggs. That's going to be her second, the team's first. Here at 5:05 to go in the third quarter, Duckweiler's going to go for the first and miss it. Ashland is one of the better free throw shooting teams in the state at 69%, but not doing so well tonight. 4 of 10. Duckweiler misses the first. She's got one more coming up, and the second shot's going to go. 35-6-22. Ashland. And that's our 35-22. I thought she missed the first. And it's thrown away. Duckweiler gets it, gets fouled again on the shot. That is 35-22. 5:01 to go in the third. And that's going to send her back to the line for 2. Great instincts. Ashland has forced turnovers. I think 3 of these last 4 possessions, if I'm correct. Duckweiler now will get 2 shots coming up again. She'll put the first one up, and it's going to go off. Oh, now 35-22 Ashland. Duckweiler will get a chance to make up for the other miss earlier. Her second shot, and that one goes 36-22 Kittens. 5:01 to go here in the third. Kittens' largest lead has been at 15. Boggs will inbound, baseline. She gets it into Bishop. Bishop now against the pressure. They go down court to Hall. Hall going to be doubled immediately. Gives it over to Bishop. They're going to double her now. And it's taken away by goalie, but a whistle and a jump ball call. But the possession arrow will give it to the Kittens. That defense being much more aggressive, jumping out on the double teams now. 36-22 Ashland. 4:51 to go here in the second half. Carly will bring it up for the Kittens. East Carter that will come out, and Rudd will meet her at half court. Screen from goalie. Carly drives inside, goes up against Boggs, misses. Goalie with the rebound, fakes and loses a handle, gets it though out. Troxler to Duckweiler. She fakes the 3, dribbles inside, misses a shot. Rebound goes to Rudd. Rudd lobs it down court, and Delaney gets there to get it. And that's going to go back to Ashland with just over 4 to go here in the third quarter. Bodies hit the floor everywhere. Boggs was running down court. Delaney, though, hustled down, was able to keep her from getting to it, and now it will go back to Ashland here in the third. East Carter, I believe that's 5 turnovers they've had on their last 6 possessions, as now Carly will dribble up. Ashland up 14 as he'll be met by Rudd. Screen coming up from goalie. Now she's going to give it over to Troxler. She has it far corner, up top to Carly, and over to Duckweiler. She's going to step up, mid-range shot, off, rebound by Abby Boggs underneath. She boxed out goalie well on that. 36-22 Ashland here, 4 minutes to go in the third. Almost to the media timeout. Bishop's going to dribble up, go to the bucket, tough shot over Troxler, missed it, rebound goalie. Carly, Ashland with numbers if they can take advantage. She gets inside, puts it up and in. Gabby Carly with her 7th point. 3:45 to go in the third. Ashland on their largest lead at 16. As Walker has it now near midcourt. She's guarded by Troxler and Duckweiler. She's going to dribble to the logo, bring it back, and lob it over to Boggs on the far wing. She's going to drive to the elbow, kick it out to the near corner and to the near wing. Back to Bishop, who's open now on the corner. Misses the shot, but Walker there to get it, or no, Duckweiler comes out and takes it away. Ashland up 16 here in the third as Duckweiler drives, misses the shot. Rebound goes to Abby Boggs. He's rebounding better this half. Bristol Boggs on the run. Goes in against Troxler, loses the handle. Delaney picks it up. 36-22 Ashland here in the third, and Carly's going to slow it down with 3 minutes to go. 36-22 Ashland. Carly. Now she'll dribble back to midcourt. A 2:55 screen coming from goalie. Carly goes around, step back three, off. Rebound Delaney. She goes up, misses it off the right edge, and it goes to Brindley Walker. And she's going to slow it down for East here with 2:42 to go in the third. It's 36-22 Ashland. Walker in against Delaney. Goes to the bucket, and a foul called. And that's going to send Walker to the line for 2 shots. She has 5 for East right now. As a whistle blows, we're going to have some substitutions come back. It's 38-22. Ashland in the lead with 2:36 to go in the third here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Is your car ready for winter driving? Now's the time to let TikTok Tire winterize your car, truck, or SUV. They got what you need. Tires, wipers, batteries, all ready to beat the cold before it beats you. Don't wait for a breakdown in the snow. TikTok Tire will get you fall and winter driving ready. Their customer service can't be beat. TikTok Tire, trusted by the Tri-State since 1955. TikTok Tire, 2102 3rd Avenue, Huntington. Phone 304-525-7831. Scott and the TikTok Tire team will take care of you.
Kinder Communications is proud to welcome WSAZ to our family of stations. When you listen to your favorite Kindred station, you'll hear the trusted voices from WSAZ you know, with the WSAZ First Alert forecast and the latest news. WSAZ and Kinder Communications, working together for the Tri-State.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
38-22, Ashland leading East Carter here in this first round of the 16th Region Women's Basketball Tournament. That's going to be Walker going to the free throw line as she has 2 shots coming up. 2:36 to go in the third. Again, Walker, she's missed one tonight, but nearly an 80% shooter on the year. Her first shot's nothing but net. She has one more coming up, 38-23 Ashland. The Kittens right now 20 points off of turnovers and have outscored East 24-12 points in the paint. And the second one is good. And the shot attempts, Ashland 50, East Carter 26. Carly the other way, it's 38-24 Ashland. Smith's open for 3. Zoe J. Smith with the triple for Ashland. Her 7th of the year. And it's 41-24 Kittens. As now it's going to be East Carter with the basketball. It's Smith, Troxler, goalie, Addison Wolf, and Carly in for Ashland. It's Walker, Rutledge, Jenna Goebel, who's checked in for the first time. Mullins, as Rutledge loses it out of bounds, that's going to go, and Abby Boggs, that's going to go back to Ashland. Those turnovers right now just really hammering down. East with 20, Ashland with 5. Carly now against Walker, lobs it over to Gully, out to Wolf, open 3, got it! Addison Wolf, and the Kittens are on a 10-2 run, 44-24 here in the second half. Walker against the full court man, Zoe J. Smith guarding her. She's going to run around her, go to midcourt. Zoe J. Smith nearly stole it. Second effort did. Zoe, she's called for the foul. I like the sportsmanship from Walker there, but Zoe J. Smith got through. It looks like she blew by her, and Smith got a hand on the ball. Dove for the ball, didn't quite have it. Walker looks like she had it, and then Smith, the second crawl, nearly got it, but they're going to say she fouled her on the attempts. Now Rutledge will inbound. 44-24 Ashland, 1:34 to go here in the second half. Intensity from the Kittens picking up greatly since Coach Davis called that timeout early in the second half. Walker against Smith as Ashland man-to-man. She's going to hold it up top. Screen coming from Mullins. And Walker will go around. They'll switch Troxler on her. She'll dribble out, top of the key, give it up to Rutledge, and lob it back. Nobody there. And Walker's going to pick it up in a backcourt violation. He's just struggling to hold on to the basketball in recent possessions. They've had 9 turnovers this half. As now Hall and Rudd coming back in for the Lady Raiders. Let's see, a mass sub there as Hall is in, Bristol, Boggs, Walker, Rudd, and who am I missing? Bishop back on the court, putting their starters back in. Carly drives. Carly goes up. Carly scores. She has 9. 46-24 Ashland. 1:04 to go in the third. Bishop. It is a 12-2 Ashland run. Bishop at midcourt now. Ashland full court man-to-man as she'll dribble to the three-point stripe and give it back up top. 52 seconds to go in the third. 46-24 Ashland. Bishop dribbles at the logo. She's guarded by Brooke Campbell. It's Campbell, Smith, Troxler, Carly, and Wolf on the court for the Kittens. As it's over to Hall and back to Rudd. Rudd's going to lob it over to Bishop. Near wing, inside to cutting Boggs. And the ball rolls everywhere on the rim and falls in. 46-26 Ashland. Carly drives to the bucket, feeds it out to Campbell, and just thrown out of bounds. Some missed timing there. So East will have another possession at it with 24.2 seconds to go here in the third. Duckweiler will check back in for the Kittens. Out will go Carly. That's a smart move. Carly does have 2 fouls. Now it'll be East basketball. Ashland up 20. Here at 24 seconds to go in the third. As now that's going to be Rudd. Wolf deflects it. Wolf dives on it. What a play by Addison Wolf, forcing the jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with East. Rudd had it in the back for it. Wolf deflected it and then hit the floor before like nobody's business, but forced the jump ball, giving the possession arrow back to Ashland. East with 17 to go here in the third. 46-26 Ashland. As it's given out to Mullins, she fakes the three, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call that on Troxler here with 12.3 seconds to go. Ashland ahead 46-26 here in the third quarter. And now it's going to be inbounded under the bucket by Bishop. As it's a 20-point game here, Ashland's blown this one wide open as Bishop's going to find Hall near corner at 10. Hall and hits the cutting Bishop, but a foul called on Campbell, and that's going to put East in the bonus with 8.5 to go. I think their bodies just more collided on that cut. And now Bishop's going to go to the free throw line for East Carter. Tori Bishop, where she is 15 of 20 on the year, 75%. She's got 2 coming up. She's going to miss the first. 1 more coming up for Bishop. She's going to put the second shot up. It's 46-26 Ashland. 8.5 to go. 1 more coming up for Bishop. Her second shot, and that's going to go. 46-27 Kittens with 8.5 to go. Duckweiler, Kinski has shot off. She's going to dribble up. Top of the key, drives inside, out to Campbell at 3, at 2. Wolf steps back. Wolf has to, and can't get it off at the buzzer. And that's going to do it here for the end of the third quarter. 46-27. Ashland leading. We're going to take a break and come back here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
You've dreamed it, planned it, pictured it. Now it's time to make it real. At Members Choice Credit Union, they're building a better financial future. So stop wishing and start doing. Members Choice Credit Union, where you are a name, not a number. Members Choice Credit Union. Experience people helping people and changing lives. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Visit mccu.net today. Watch your future take shape.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Kinder Communications is proud to welcome WSAZ to our family of stations. When you listen to your favorite Kinder station, you'll hear the trusted voices from WSAZ you know, with the WSAZ First Alert forecast and the latest news. WSAZ and Kinder Communications, working together for the Tri-State.
Now, back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
We're back as right now it's 46-27 Ashland to start the fourth. It's Duckweiler, Troxler, Zoe J. Smith, Wolf, and Campbell on the court for the Kittens. Troxler near wing has it, and East Carter man-to-man. Up to Duckweiler between the circles, back over to Troxler. Up to Wolf, open three, missed it. Troxler with another offensive rebound. I think that's 8. And she gets the bucket, her third. Alexis Troxler, Ashland back to a 1-2-2, three-quarter court trap. As Rudd will dribble it up, throw it down court to Hall. She's doubled. Back to Rudd on the cut. She drives in. Goes into traffic. Misses the shot. Rebound Campbell. 48-27 Ashland here. 7:16 to go in the fourth. As Duckweiler walks it up. He's guarded by Rudd. Gives it over to Troxler. And Troxler looking. Hadn't taken her dribble yet. Now she does. Drives inside to the bucket. Goes up. Misses it. Rebound goes to Troxler. Deflected into her hands, and the foul called. And that's going to go on Hall of East Carter. That's our fourth. East Carter with 2 players on the court, Boggs and Hall, that have 3 fouls. They have their starters in. Boggs, that's Bristol Boggs, Rudd, Bishop, Walker, and Hall. Boggs with 6, Rudd with 8, Walker 7. They all average around 11 a game. The difference is the rest of their team has 6 right now. As Duckweiler screen from Troxler, she's going to drive to the bucket, give it out to Smith. Fakes the 3. Smith out to Wolf. Near wing, Wolf lobbed over to Campbell. She's going to fake the 3 and dribble back out. 48-27 Ashland, 6:36 to go in the fourth. Wolf in front of her bench will dribble around, throw it to Campbell on the cut, turned over. Bad timing on the cut there. That's going to be Bristol Boggs. Gives it over to Hall. She's going to fake the 3. Campbell with a great deflection and steal. Wolf on the run, down court to Smith. Fakes against Rudd, goes up. And, called for traveling on the fake. That's going to give it back to East Carter. As now for the Kittens, Carly and Gully come back in. Out will go Wolf and Troxler. 48-27, Ashland leading with 6:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. Boggs coming back in from East for East. Abby Boggs. Out goes Bristol Boggs. 48-27 Ashland here with 6:16 to go in the fourth. That's going to be inbounded as Rudd will slap, and she's going to throw it to Walker. Full court man from Ashland this time. As Walker against Carly, and dribble around, and Carly deflects it. Walker hangs on. She's going to continue to dribble there and throw it over, and Campbell deflects it out of bounds. That's going to stay with East Carter. 6:04 to go, fourth quarter. It's 48-27 Ashland. Campbell to inbound in front of the scorer's table, and she's going to look. Campbell lobs it back into Rudd. Dribbles over and gives it to Abby Boggs and back up top to Bishop, and she's going to be called for a double dribble with 5:56 remaining. Ashland leading 48-27, and the Kittens will get the basketball back. That's going to be Campbell inbounding as she gets it to Carly. Carly's going to dribble up against Rudd. And she's going to go around and give it to Campbell. Or to Duckweiler, over to Smith near wing. And lobs it over to Gully. She thought about it. Instead gives it out to Carly. Giving Gully some space there as Carly drives it, stripped out. And East Carter comes up with it. Abby Boggs has it. She's cut off by Smith, and she'll give it back to Walker, who will set up the offense. 48-27 Ashland here with 5:25 to go in the fourth. Walker lobs it over to Hall. Her 3 air ball. Rebound by Campbell. 5:18 to go. Ashland up 21 here in the fourth. So now that's going to be a foul called, and that will be on. We'll see who that's on. That's going to be on Boggs, Abby Boggs. That's going to be her second. The team's second. So now it'll be Carly inbounding. Hall on the court with 4 for East. Only player in foul trouble right now. Boggs on the bench for them with 3. Smith in front of the Ashland bench will dribble around and go inside against Walker. Throw it up, miss it, but get fouled. They're calling this a lot tighter here in the second half, as now, which is not unusual, as now Smith will go to the line for 2 shots. That foul call on Hall, that's going to be her 5th. So Avery Hall, the senior, will foul out. Hall, who averages 6.2 points, 5.8 rebounds per game. And Smith will go to the line for 2. She's a hard player, too. Tough player. I like that. Smith will miss the first. 1 more for coming up for Smith. Ashland not shooting well from the line tonight. As now Smith has 1 more. 4 of 11. That second shot's good. She gets that one. And now it's 49-27 Ashland. 5:01 to go in the fourth. Nearly taken away by Ashland. It's going to stay with East. I'm curious how many deflects Ashland. I'm not seeing them track this, but and a lot of places don't. But how many deflects Ashland has here in the second half. Walker up top. And Ashland's staying now that 1-2-2. And she's going to dribble up to half court. Zoe J. Smith takes it away, and Walker with a foul. That's going to be her third, and a professional foul on that, a smart foul, because Ashland had a wide open run out. A smart play from Walker. That's going to set Ashland up in front of the East Carter bench. Campbell will inbound. Carly now will handle it near midcourt. 49-27 Ashland in the fourth. Carly dribbles up, throws it to a cutting Zoe Smith. Misses the shot, rebounded by East. Bishop now she's going to dribble up on the run, give it back to Walker, who's guarded by goalie. Walker drives in through traffic, goes up and scores. 49-29 Ashland, 4:26 to go here in the fourth. Carly against Rudd will dribble in and bring it back out. She'll dribble to the logo. 49-29 Ashland here in the fourth. Carly over to Campbell. Campbell throws it over to Smith. And back up to Carly, inside to goalie, has position. She's going to spin inside. They double her immediately. The ball was just deflected. I think Boggs got a hand on the ball as she threw it in. Goalie came down with it, but it did just enough to disrupt on that play. And that's what I mean by deflections. They call that. That's the kind of thing they do, and that won't show up on a stat sheet. But goalie gets fouled and will go to the free throw line for 2 shots as she's going to make the first. Bounced on the right side of the rim and went in. That's on Abby Boggs. That's her second, team's 5th. One more coming up for goalies. So Ashland now in the bonus here in the fourth quarter. Second shot from goalie is going to roll in. 51-29. Kittens leading. 4:06 to go in the second. As it's inbounded to Bishop up top. Lobbed over to Rudd. And it's taken away. Duckweiler to the bucket. 1-on-none. Misses a gimme. Rebound by Carly. She gets it to go. 53-35 Kittens here in the fourth. As Bishop atop of the press. Carly with the steal. Carly with a lay-in. 3:46 to go. 55-29 Ashland, and East calls timeout. For 25 turnovers for East Carter. It's a full timeout. We'll be back shortly. 55-29 Ashland. 3:43 to go in the fourth here on Cat Sports. 93.3 and 1340.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that's built to last. KFB, the Better Bank, is proud to be your hometown community bank, serving neighbors, not numbers. We're here for all your financial needs today and well into the future. So if you're looking for a bank that's committed for the long haul, check out our Wheelersburg location today. KFB, the Better Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
55-29 Ashland here with 3:43 to go. And Kittens with a quick 6 in a row. East Carter now inbounding. Boggs is going to get it to Walker and a jump ball force. Possession arrow will keep it with East Carter here in the fourth. Turnovers, East Carter has 27, Ashland 9. As Ashland now, Coach Davis calls off, or actually switches up the press. It's going to be back to the 1-2-2. As Rudd, far side over to Boggs on the near side, dribbles into a trap at near court and knocked down. Carly with a blocking foul. Good sportsmanship by her and Troxler to help up Boggs, who got knocked down. That's going to be Carly's third foul. And now Bristol Boggs will inbound right in front of us here at the scorer's table. 55-29 Ashland, 3:35 to go in the game. Walker at the logo, and Duckweiler gets in and forces the jump ball. That's going to give it back to Ashland. As now Wolf will check in for East Carter. That's going to be Wolf coming in. Gabby Carly going out maybe for the final time tonight. Carly, who has 13 points. And Troxler will inbound. But again, Ashland has doubled East in number of shots, 60-30 in shot attempts. I mean, that has been a huge difference. Duckweiler dribbles up, gives it to Wolf, And into goalie. She's doubled. Out to Campbell. Her three. Got it. Brooke Campbell with her second three. The KCU commit. 58-29 Ashland. And here with 3:09 to go in the fourth. As Walker's going to dribble up against Troxler and give it back to Bristol Boggs. Boggs now against Campbell. Is going to drive in. She's cut off. She's going to lob it out to Rudd and just lost it out of bounds. And you could see the frustration. East Carter just having a hard time with it right now. And, I mean, you have to empathize with them a little bit in that scenario. Is now a timeout call. East getting ready to mass subs. So we'll just keep it here. 58-29 here with 2:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Ashland in the lead. And, again, I just mentioned the shot differential. It's 61-32 or 61-30 in terms of number of field goal shot. Ashland has shot 31 shots more than East Carter has. And, of course, I'm going to open up here and see what I can find. And in terms of shot differential, I got this nice little record book right in front of me, courtesy of Curtis Cry. A big thank you to him for all he does. I also want to say a special thank you to Lowell Austin on production for this year, and not just tonight, but everything he's done this year. He has been fantastic. As now, with 2:56 remaining, it's 58-29. Ashland in the lead. And now the teams are coming out. Ashland is going to sub. Molly Sykes checking in. Zoe L. Smith. Addison Wolf will remain on. Laura Short and Avery Miller for East Carter. It's Alyssa Adams. It's Aubrey Mullins, who's played some. Allison Felty in the game. It's Mia Jordan. And who am I missing? I'm missing somebody out there. I got Mullins, Jordan, and Jenna Goebel. As now Seitz will dribble up. East pressing. She gives it over to Miller at midcourt. Down to Wolf, who drives in. Wolf to the bucket. Wolf with her bucket. She got it to go. 60-29 Ashland. 2:42 to go in the fourth. As now it's going to be Goebel dribbling inside. Misses the shot. Mullins with the rebound. She gets it. Aubrey Mullins, a junior. It's 60-31 Ashland here late in the fourth. Wolf now to the far wing. Wolf throws it inside. Seitz doubled. And she's going to dribble out, fakes the three, and throws it into Smith. Back out to Miller, over to Smith. A short nod Smith. Miller's three off. Rebound by Wolf. She's going to dribble up. Seitz for the three. Yes! Molly Seitz with the three-pointer. She got it to go. Her first points of the season. 63-31 Kittens. 2 minutes to go. Hayes throws it inside and shot miss. Rebound Mullins. She goes up and scores. Mullins getting it done in there. As Short throws it in. And now a whistle. A full timeout call. We're going to take it with it. 63-33 Kittens. 1:49 to go here in the fourth. We'll be back on 93.3 and 1340 Cat Sports.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Does fresh matter at a restaurant? You bet your butt it does. Does every restaurant live by the rule of fresh? Unfortunately, no. But at Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews, fresh isn't just a buzzword, it's the rule. Never frozen, hand-patted ground beef on every burger. Fries and sweet potato fries peeled and cut at Oscar's. And the sauces, those are made in-house too. That's the Oscar's difference you can taste. Fresh. Oscar's Breakfast Burgers and Brews. River Place Plaza, Barboursville, OscarsBBB.com.
You're listening to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Ashland with the basketball. Zoe Smith gets it. Of course, she's fouled hard, but good sportsmanship there. She's just trying to go for the ball as that's going to stay. I think Ashland should be in the bonus, shouldn't they? That should send Zoe L. Smith to the free throw line, if I'm correct. And that's where she goes. Zoe Smith's going to have two shots, a sophomore for Ashland. hasn't been there this year. She's got 2 coming up. First one off the back of the rim. One more. She'll have 63-33 Ashland, 1:43 to go in the fourth. And Zoe L. Smith will have another free throw coming up. And Smith, who scored 1 bucket this year, she gets it to go. Zoe L. Smith gets it. It's 64-33 Ashland here in the fourth. As it's brought up by East, that's Goebel. She gives it up top. As that's going to be Jordan dribbling around. Jordan against Seitz. Man from Ashland, Zoe L. Smith deflects it out, but it goes back to East. Goebel gives it over. Jordan's shot, jumper up and good. Nice shot by Mia Jordan, the 7th grader. As now East getting everybody in. They're putting in Carly Mullins, the junior, and they're putting in Tabor Morgan, the 7th grader. As now Smith will inbound. Bristol Clark coming in for Ashland. 1:22 to go, 64-35 Kittens. Miller, top of the press, over to Smith. She's going to dribble up and back over to Miller. Miller down to Short. She's going to drive inside. Short to the bucket, goes up, misses it. Rebound underneath by East. Down court they go. It's going to be taken inside. Nice pass underneath. Laid up and in. And that's a heck of a shot by Morgan. And got that to go. Under a minute to go at 64-37 Ashland. As Smith, and they're going to say she was on the end line. That's going to give it back to East Carter with 52 seconds to go. 64-37 Ashland in the lead. As now that's going to be inbounded by East. That's going to be Felty up top. Allison Felty who's in. Rebound goes to Short and stripped out of there. Short gets it back though. And a jump ball. That's going to give it back to East. Here with 45 seconds to go. Oh, now East has it underneath. It's going to be inbounded. And it's going to be slapped and thrown in and turned over. Bristol Clark with the steal. She's going to drive it inside. And she takes it to the bucket, goes up, misses the shot. Rebound to East. And it's deflected out, back into the hands of Clark. Down court to Clark, puts it up. Oh, off the front. Rebound to Adams. Alyssa Adams, who's checked in for East. As it's down court, 23 seconds to go. Thrown inside they go. Bristol Clark with a rebound. Seitz now on the run at 17. Seitz is going to dribble up and set the offense up at 12. Ashland may or may not score. There, Stacey's instructed him to go. Out to Clark. Jumper up, off the rim. Rebound by Short. She gets it at 2 seconds to go. Laura Short with her first bucket of the game. And that's the final score, 66-37. Ashland defeats East Carter. And the Kittens will advance to the second round of the 16th region tournament. They improved to 24-5 on the season. And a shout out and much appreciation to this East Carter crew. They will finish their season at 21-8. Coach Matt Clark and his Lady Raiders, they sure fought hard. That is a tough program, and they've certainly come and making tremendous strides. So hats off to them and all areas for how they represented their program. We're going to take a break and come back. We'll run through some stats shortly here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Is your car ready for winter driving? Now's the time to let TikTok Tire winterize your car, truck, or SUV. They got what you need. Tires, wipers, batteries, all ready to beat the cold before it beats you. Don't wait for a breakdown in the snow. TikTok Tire will get you fall and winter driving ready. Their customer service can't be beat. TikTok Tire, trusted by the Tri-State since 1955. TikTok Tire, 2102 3rd Avenue, Huntington. Phone 304-525-7831. Scott and the TikTok Tire team will take care of you.
Kinder Communications is proud to welcome WSAZ to our family of stations. When you listen to your favorite Kindred station, you'll hear the trusted voices from WSAZ you know, with the WSAZ First Alert forecast and the latest news. WSAZ and Kinder Communications, working together for the Tri-State. Start your engines, Gallipolis. When race day hits, make a pit stop to Marshy's Carryout on 3rd Avenue. They got a huge selection of ice-cold beer, an awesome lineup of craft beers, and the largest selection of wine in the area. No need to slow down. Marshy's Carryout features easy drive-through service, so you're in and out faster than a NASCAR pit crew. Marshy's Carryout, fuel up for race day. 3rd Avenue in Gallipolis, Ohio, where winners stop.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Now, back to Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Ashland pulls out the first-round win, 66-37 against East Carter, improving to 24-5 on the season. East finishes their season with the third-best record in the 16th region at 21-8. And again, congratulations to the Lady Raiders for all their success. They certainly represented their school and their district quite proud. As the Kittens tonight with the win, got Joe Smith here. Joe got Scholar here. Good to see you, my man. As that's good. Ashland picks up the win, and looking at the numbers here, first off, the Kittens out rebounding 39-31. And, I'm a little bit surprised by that rebounding number. Ashland attempted 68 shots. East Carter attempted 38. So the Kittens are, I'm looking at the most field goal attempts per game. And surprisingly, Ashland don't come up there. Actually not close. Almost made it. 72 is what it takes to get on the record books, and that was Ashland and Russell 51 years ago, so 1975. So the Kittens, but again, though a great win as the Kittens forced 31 turnovers while they had 11, so had 12. I'm sorry, kept it pretty clean in that department. And East went 14-28 for. East went 14-28 shooting the basketball for. 14-38 for 36.8%. Ashland went 25-68 for also 36.8%. The Kittens went 6-16 from downtown, 37.5%. Now that's about 15% higher than their regular season average, so that's what you want. The Kittens 10-19 from the free throw line, though, for 52.6%. East Carter 7-10 for 70%. That's definitely going to have to change. The Kittens a 69% free throw shooting team on the year, just missed some tonight. And usually not shooters I would have expected, but sometimes that happens. You just got to make up for it in other ways, which they did shooting the basketball from three-point range. For East Carter, running through the individual stats, Brindley Walker led the way with 9, Rudd with 8, Boggs with 6. That's their big three. They all average 11 a game. I rounded up 12, but they were held to single digits tonight, and outside of them, they had 11. Bishop had 3, Mullins 4, and then Jordan and Morgan finished with 2. Much of that came late. So Ashland did a good job keeping their team in check outside of the big three. For the Kittens, we're going to look at some numbers here. A balanced effort. Carly had 13 points along with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Gully had 11 points, 8 boards. Troxler had 6.8 offensive rebounds. I'm looking through the records to see what 8 offensive rebounds. That's just unreal. Talk about Trox time. It sure was tonight. As Gully had 11 and 8. Wolf had 7 points. Smith had 7 points. Zoe J. Short had 2. Campbell had 6, 2 3-pointers. Zoe L had 1. Zoe L. Smith and Molly Seitz hit a 3 in her first points of the season. So what a game for the Kittens. The Kittens outscored them 36-22 in the paint. Points off turnovers 31-5 in favor of the Kittens. Second chance points 16-6 in favor of the Kittens. Fast breaks 18-4 in the Kittens' favor. And the bench, the Kittens able to outscore them to 26-11. So the East Carter never led. The Kittens scored the first 5 of the game, and Ashland led for 30 minutes, 38 seconds with their biggest lead at 32 late in the game. So a huge run and a great showing from the Kittens as they pick up the 66-37 win tonight. We're going to take a break and come back here. We'll have Coach Stacy Davis with you here on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
At home or at work, in the car or at the gym, there's nothing more convenient than the fast service and the quality products brought to you by Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee. If you're always on the go with family, friends, co-workers, and business associates, give Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee a chance. They have everything that you need, from filtration coolers, coffee for your work, at-home delivery, and 8-ounce, 10-ounce, and half-liter bottles, or by the pallet. Tyler Mountain Water and Coffee, where great taste just comes naturally. Visit us at tylermountainwater.com.
Is your car ready for winter driving? Now's the time to let TikTok Tire winterize your car, truck, or SUV. They got what you need. Tires, wipers, batteries, all ready to beat the cold before it beats you. Don't wait for a breakdown in the snow. TikTok Tire will get you fall and winter driving ready. Their customer service can't be beat. TikTok Tire, trusted by the Tri-State since 1955. TikTok Tire, 2102 3rd Avenue, Huntington. Phone 304-525-7831. Scott and the TikTok Tire team will take care of you.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
This is Tomcats basketball on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
We're back here. We're going to have Coach Stacy Davis on shortly as the Kittens pick up a 66-37 win over Russell. As Coach Davis getting ready to come over there. She's going to the back here shortly. But, again, just an impressive performance by the Kittens. And we'll talk a little bit about this tournament. So we have our Final Four now in the region tournament as the Kittens will play Thursday night. They will play against Menifee County. And on the other side, it's two familiar foes in Boyd and Russell. So they'll be going at it. And just to do a run-through of the bracket before we catch Coach Davis here, first off, Ashland, we'll play. I mentioned them playing Menifee County, but last night in the first game, Morgan County defeated Boyd defeated Morgan 50-45. Russell defeated 60-47. They'll play Thursday night, and then Menifee defeated Raceland tonight 44-40. And now Ashland picks up the win against East Carter. As we have with us here, we're getting ready to have Coach Stacy Davis. And Coach, so good to see you here. And well, a lot of positive signs tonight coming in. I mean, first off, three-point shooting, 37.5%. I know it feels like we've been improving there.
We have been. Thank goodness we hit the threes because we couldn't hit the layups. I can't wait to go back and count how many layups we actually missed. But, it's just part of just settle down a little bit. I think we were a little, anxious and, it's first round of the region.
Come in and make it happen. I was a little surprised with the rebound differential at 8 just because we they had us at 30 more shots than East Carter, which, it seems like chalks are. I was looking up the records for offensive rebounds, but 8 offensive rebounds.
I like it. That's what we've talked over and over and over about crashing the boards. We're not the best shooting percentage team anyway, and we talk about that and just read it coming off the glass and go up and get it, and Trucks does a really good job at that.
And then how about some of the players that got in late? It's good to see Molly Seitz get on the board.
Molly with her big three. Listen, Molly can shoot, and that's like I said, her injury is kind of what put her behind a little bit this year. So, we look for her this off season to really get back to work and play a big part for us next year. Yeah,
Molly has two modes, attack and attack.
Yep, that's Maul's balls.
As looking at it, Duckweiler, 8 steals by her tonight.
B-Duck does she's got quick hands, first of all, but she does a really good job of reading where the passes are going in our press. And she's quick, too. She's kind of decisive. Sometimes she'll bait you into it. You think somebody's open. She'll kind of bait them in, and when the pass comes, she'll go and get it. So, it wasn't her best offensive night, shooting night for her, but defensively she got after it and made up for it, and that's what we've always talked about. It doesn't matter if your shots are falling on the offensive side. You can't let up on the defensive side, and she did a really good job of that tonight.
Mm-hmm. And starting the second half, Coach, it's 30-15 at halftime. East starts to get on a little run. They outscore us 7-4 to start the second half. They're starting to get some momentum. You call a timeout and force, I believe, 5 turnovers the next 6 possession. What did you tell your team in that timeout?
Same thing. We talk about coming out third quarter, first 4 minutes and putting them away, and I just made it clear to them that they've come out to try to put us away. Mm-hmm. I think they went to 5-0 run to start with. It was 30-15, ended up 30-20. I think when I called the timeout, and I said, bad shot, turnover. We didn't even look to rebound the basketball, and it was kind of one of those things it was more like if somebody gets a rebound, we were taking off because we wanted to lay up to try to score, and a little bit selfish. I said, play for each other. Let's go. Let's pick our defense up, and they did.
Mm-hmm. And then next up, Thursday night, advancing to the semifinals, we'll have Menifee County coming up. Of course, I know you saw them before the game tonight. What was your impression?
With them, I know we were supposed to play them earlier in the season. They ended up canceling, so we haven't got a shot at them this year. But I do know that they've got the Burgess girl who leads the region in rebounding. They've got 21-point average score, 17-point average score. So, we'll have to really focus on those two. I watched a little bit of the game, but I'm going to go back tonight when we get back, and I'll rewatch their game and some other film on them, and we'll kind of dissect it and see what we got to do to take care of business.
All right. We appreciate you, Coach. We'll have coming up Thursday night the semifinal of the 16th Region Women's Basketball Tournament between Ashland and Menifee. The winner of that will play for the championship Friday night against the winner of Boyd and Russell. So lots of basketball this week. So we're going to have now coming up on the radio here, we're going to have the Kittens here. Get one of their players as we have coming up Jenna Delaney. And Jenna, so good to see you, and heck of a win for you. And you've been playing, and you all play hard ball and good ball when you're out there, but you've especially really looked quite comfortable even after that injury.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked really hard to get back on the floor with this team, and I've done all I could to get back out here, and I'm just grateful to be here, to be honest, because I didn't think I was going to be able to come back, but yeah.
Yeah, and coming in tonight, and East Carter, you knew they were a good team. You were coming in, you were fighting hard, and talk about this game and just what you're coming in. I mean, this was a big win in East Carter, the third best record in the region.
It was definitely a good win for us. I could definitely tell a little bit in the first quarters that we were a little jittery as we missed a lot of layups, which as the game went on, you could tell we were starting to settle down a little bit and not going as fast offensively, because I feel like there were some times where we just got it and went and then did stupid shots. But overall, I think we had a great game, and I think our defensive pressure is what really turned the ball over and got us a lot of buckets.
It seems like after that third quarter timeout that Coach Davis made, it seemed like that was when y'all really put the clamps on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. She just told us, like she always does, defense turns into offense. So we wanted to pick up the lead, and we all got together and was like, let's put them away this quarter. And so we just put them away and then didn't have to worry about the rest of the game.
Yeah, and the last question, Jenna, for you, are there any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to my family for running to me to all my appointments and being there for me. I want to give a shout-out to my PT person, Dave. He's great, and I would not be here without him. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Jenna, we appreciate you. Keep fighting hard out there, and we're going to say thank you all for tuning in and listening tonight. Your final score, the Kittens defeat East Carter 66-37. Want to say thank you all for tuning in. God bless, and we'll catch you Thursday night here at 8 o'clock on Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.